Alright, welcome back. This time we're going to be making a bigger fat bomb. These ones are actually going to go into mini muffin molds. I have 2 of these. We're going to be making 2 different ones. This one is going to be a chocolate coconut one. On these are going to be using 1 cup of coconut oil. And if your oil is melted in your can, it's fine, because that's what happens. Alright. Nice. Pop that in. This is going to start melting. These are actually rather quick to make. You can have these, like I said, whenever you need a little boost in fat. It's not mandatory that you eat all your fat every day. You just want to eat it until you're full. That's why we eat the fat, so that we actually stay full. We shouldn't snack in between meals if you're doing strict keto. Occasionally, I guess nuts and stuff like that are fine. Everybody wants a snack every once in a while, but truly for a strict keto, most people do not snack because they've got tons of fat that they eat and consume. Good healthy fats, I should say, not just any little fat. Alright, so we're going to let that melt. And it's coming along here. To this one, we are going to add some coconut. We're going to wait till this is melted to add the coconut. And on this is a cacao powder. And it is organic. I keep my little tag in there so I know exactly what it is. And we're going to add, I think it's 1/4 cup here. You be careful with this. This stuff is crazy dangerous. It goes everywhere. It's like baby powder. Alright, so this, as you can see, almost melted. We're going to go ahead and add that in carefully so it don't slop back up on you. Alright. Set that there. We're going to mix this. And this is going to be some yummy chocolate goodness. And we're all done. These are some of my favorite ones. Alright, so we've got that. Now you see all this is melted. This is a little different than when you add the whey protein isolate. That stuff makes it a lot thicker. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of erythritol to this for sweetness. You can also use liquid stevia, 8 to 10 drops, whatever your preference is. We're going to mix this. And then to this, we're going to add our coconut. And this is about almost a 1/2 cup, not quite. I'll just dump that in. I'm going to give it a quick stir. I'm going to try and let this, I'm going to bring the heat up. We're going to let it come to a boil. And then we're going to dump in at our molds. These molds, with this one, you do not have to put any spray or anything in there. This one is just going to be pure coconut oil. Alright. There it comes. And you'll notice, I love this when this boils, the erythritol is going to completely dissipate in there. Right now, because it's not boiling, When you bring it up, you can still see it. It's still in a granular state because it hasn't been liquefied yet. Along with all your coconut. Coconut should kind of soften up a little bit. This coconut is unsweetened coconut. And it is also organic. Don't want to use a regular coconut. Most stores have unsweetened coconut that do not have any sugar in it. Alright, so we're going to let that come to a boil. When that does, we're going to put this in here. And if I calculated right, there should be enough to fill every one of these. If not, it's no big deal. Don't need to worry about it. And then on the top of that, we are going to grate when they're done, when they're froze, or usually about halfway through, we'll grate some chocolate on top of there, just a little bit for a sprinkle on there. Alright. Now we got it boiling. Stir it really good here. Make sure everything is going good. Let it come back to a boil. This one you want a rolling boil. There it goes. Alright. And then when you're done with that, we're going to pour it back in here. Like I said, measuring cups are the easiest. Got a little spout. You can use, if you're good and you can aim good, you can pour it right in there without making a mess. Me, it would be a complete disaster. I can't do that. I am not that good. Now, the thing with this, when you add in your coconut or your nuts or anything like that, after you pour it in here, you always want to try and stir it, because otherwise all you're going to be left with at the bottom of this is just nothing but coconut, and you want your coconut actually in there. Alright. This is boiling. I want to make sure I still feel a little bit of grittiness in there. We want to get that all done. Alright. Let's go ahead and turn the heat off of that. Hot. 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 It is really hot. Just burning the tar out of myself. Okay. I had a little bit of water in there still. Okay. Still boiling in here. Okay. What I'm going to do to make it easier on myself is I am going to quickly spoon up the coconut in these. Oops. And this coconut is not burnt, that is chocolate on those. Just in case anybody's wondering. I'm not the best cook, but I try not to burn stuff. Okay. Almost got it. A few of these are going to put more coconut in them. Get it out. Alright. Okay, I want to add just a little bit more on there. A little bit more into that one. And that one. Oops. Alright. Now, it's so hot, everything's sizzling. I'm just going to fill them up. You can wipe this off if you want afterwards, no big deal. I'm actually gonna have some extra. Alright guys, so this is this one. I'm trying to get these full. That's it, got a little bit left over. Do what you want with that. This will go into the freezer for about an hour. These ones actually may not take that long. In about half hour I'm going to pull them out, and I'm going to grate some of this chocolate on top of it, and then put them back in for another half an hour. And then when we come back, we are going to do one more, and this one is going to be with a walnut and a nut butter when we return. Hi, welcome back. This is the end of our product right here. This are our fat bombs. This is the one with the coconut. This is the vanilla protein isolate. And this is the regular chocolate one with the nuts. And they are very cold. They are frozen. As soon as they thaw out, they start to resemble something a little more delicious. But they are really good. So don't be afraid to try them.